So on number 11, do not freak out about number 11. Let's read the second sentence and let's see what we're talking about. What kind of shape are we talking about on number 11? We're talking about a cone, right? What's it say about that cone right after that? How do I write that? H equals 2D for diameter, right? Yeah. So let's make sure we get the right letter with the right stuff. All right, so we're talking about a cone, right? And then it says that we're going to do volume. Does anybody remember the volume of a cone? Anybody remember the stuff that's in it?
I know.
It's got a height.
It's got a height.
And it
It's
has
height times.
it has a circle.
How much, Jesse? What, say it? Come on.
I would say it.
What you say it?
1/3.
Not 1/2. 1/3. 1/3. There you go. So we got 1/3. And then
Pi.
Then you got pi, r squared, and then your height, right? Okay, now remember how we did this last week. We're going to take this, and we're going to plug it into here. So what are we going to plug in over here? There you go. There you go. So you got 1/3 pi, r squared, and then instead of h, I'm going to write 2d. But I'm not finished. I don't have any letters other than the same. But there is a letter that I can change to make it like another letter that's already there, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
There's a letter I can change. Do you see a letter I can change? What? What?
The R.
Not the R. The D can go to R, right? All right, so instead of diameter, what is diameter?
Twice the rate.
There you go. So you got 1/3 pi r squared. All right, this 2 was already there, right? Then I'm going to change diameter to be 2r. Then you can multiply. What's 2 times 2r? 4r. And I have 2 things that I can multiply, and then we're done. Do you see anything I can multiply?
1/3 times pi.
Okay, not 1/3 times pi. Times 4, right? What's 1/3 times 4? 4/3. There you go. See anything else you can multiply? One more thing. See anything else that's like? R's. All right, so you got r squared times r. How much is that? R cubed. Perfect. Then you're done.
So what was that same thing you just multiplied?
4/3 pi r cubed. All right, what about number 12? Number 12. So you got Lauren and you got Rico. One of them's wrong, so let's figure out who, okay? They both got negative 12 minus 20 over 12, right? Then Lauren got negative 32 over 12, and Rico got 8 over 12. Who's right? Lauren's right. Why is Rico wrong? How did he get 8 over 12? There you go. He got negative 12 plus 20. Now let's talk about how to write a proper sentence for this. We're going to write Lauren is correct because Rico added negative 12 and 20. I don't know why I put a comma there. You see how I justified my answer? I didn't put yeah and nah, right? Literally, create the algebra II trig. I got a nah as an answer. All right, y'all good? Okay, I'm going to pause this and I'm going to hand out your test. Now remember that we cannot go over the problem step by step because what do you get to do with this test? You get to do corrections. How long do you have to do corrections? A week. And how many days do you have to do corrections? What's the first day? Tutoring. What's the second day? Making it up, right? So you got a week from today, so you got till next Friday. All right, when you hear your name. What about? Unit 1. You on Unit 2. The very first one, set of notes we did. Alright guys, here we go. See these little buggers right here? You got a quiz next week on 1 through 15. You got a quiz on 1 through 15. But those should be easy.
Oh, 1 through 15?
1 through 15 is the quiz. Now, let's go over 1 through 15 today and tomorrow. I think it's Wednesday that you got a quiz. Then, after that, we're going to have a test on all 25. Make sense? So we're going to focus on 1 through 15 right now, okay? All right, what's the first purpose square code? 1, what's the next one? 4. 2 times 2 is 4. What's the next one? Yep, keep going.
Okay, look here. You didn't have to go
49. Keep
micro
going. That's 49. 64.
81.
Yeah. She's not like robot. Get off the phone. What's after 100?
Well, you can set them fast, but then you said slow down.
What's after 100?
120.
160.
What's after 121? 144.
169.
169. What's after that?
196.
196. And there's one more. 225. That is your quiz. I think it's on Wednesday. You're going to get a new calendar on Monday. Are y'all okay? Yeah? It should be like, boom, 100 on your quiz. If it's not, you better do some studying over the weekend. You got to know those, okay? All right, so keep that in the same spot. Now let's grab your learning targets from chapter 2 that we're going to start today. It looks like the very first one. What's the very first learning target? Ooh. What's a function? To be a function, what has to happen? Something cannot. Y'all want me smart out? So that's the third one. That's you. So to be a function, what cannot happen? Something cannot happen. Something cannot repeat.
I don't know.
Huh? X is function notation. It's a notation. All right, guys. In order to be a function, something cannot repeat. Come on, what cannot repeat? What? Kaylee? Say it so you're not afraid. Come on. X cannot repeat. Is it bringing back some memories to us? If it ain't, you better get ready to do some studying because it's going to be the rest of your life in this class, okay? All right, in order to be a function, what cannot repeat? X's cannot repeat. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so what in the world is a relation? You have, like, relatives, right? Relation, relatives are kind of the same thing. You get together for Christmas. You get together and eat some turkey for Thanksgiving, right? You get together. Everybody's grouped together. All right, let's look to the first page. Look at number 1. You see how they're all grouped together? What's grouping them together on number 1, guys? Come on, stay with me. What's grouping them together on number 1? Go. Simple. What kind of brackets? What do they look like? The funky, look, they're curly brackets, right? You see the curly brackets? So this is a relation. Right here. This is a relation. Okay, in order to be a function, what cannot happen? X's can't repeat. All right, so what are my X's? Yeah? All right, there you go. Do those repeat? Do any of them repeat? No. So is this a function or not a function? Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's read the directions. The very first thing that we should have done in our directions, what did our directions say to do? Ooh, what was domain? What letter? X. What were all my X's again? Yeah. Yeah. And there you go. All right. 6 and -6, guys, are not the same thing, okay? Having $6 and owing somebody $6 are not the same thing. Y'all okay? All right. That's your domain. Next thing it said to do was find the range. What's the letter is your range? All right. What are my Y values? Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. So you do not let them repeat when you write them. So you write -1, -9, -7, +7, and I already have -9, so I'm done. Are y'all okay? Does that make sense? Okay, what's the next thing it says to do? Determine if the relation is a function. Did we do that? Yes, we did. Now look back at your learning targets. What is our next learning target? Go. I really hope y'all don't talk like that in the pep rally. We got to have a few hours. This is probably the lamest pep rally I ever went to in my life. Okay, number 2. What's it say? Come on. I can. Use your words. Come on. I can. Oh my gosh. Determine. I can determine if a function is 1 to 1 for is 1 to 1 or onto. Okay, do you see this little chart right up here? Yeah? Yeah? Did you got it good? Okay, do you see your partner? Looking at your partner? See him? You find him? Come on, tell your parents, let's go wake up. You gonna play games tonight, or you just gonna sit there and look at everybody? Come on. Ready? I'll make a face. Ready now, Tanner? Ready? Ethan? God's dead. You know, wake up too early this morning?
This is our game face.
That's not gonna scare anybody. You like that. You look like you're sleepy more than anything else. Alright, find your partner. Go to your partner, and I want you to discuss what is different about this 1-to-1 graph versus this onto graph, okay? Discuss the differences between these two. Go. Find your people and talk to them. Go. Talk to each other? No, what's wrong? It's so wild. That means you're not talking about math. I need to talk about math. Alright, so what's different? Let's talk about it. What's different from this one? This one. Yeah. Yeah. What the arrows? Okay.
Okay, so if it's a 1-to-1 function,
What do the arrows do on 1-to-1? I don't know. I think that's why I call it 1-to-1.
Yeah, we said, yep. That would be a
All right, here we go. Let's look at 1-to-1. So, what do you notice about the 1-to-1? What do you notice about this one? Right here.
There's more ranges than domains.
There's more ranges than domains. What else do you notice?
All points are one.
They only doing what, Caleb? Hence the reason why it's called 1, 2, 1, right? There's only one domain with one range in each one. Does that make sense? Okay, so what about the onto? What do you notice about the onto? There's 2 on which one? Which one?
There's 2
The
on
domain or the range? The range. There you go. So the range repeats. Okay, here we go. So number 1, are they 1, 2, 1? Is there one domain for each range? It's onto. Why?
Because the negative 9 repeats.
Beautiful. All right, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4 with your group. What's the very first thing the directions tell you to do, guys? Go. What do they do? Domain and range first. Then tell me if it's a function or not a function. And if it is a function, tell me if it's 1-to-1 onto. And we're not going to get to neither or both today. Okay? Go. Talk to your team. Go. 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. What did it say to do first? Remember, don't let them repeat. You let them once. You get 2, 2. You get 2, 1.
Wait, so what do you do?
And what does it say first? See that? And is it a function or not a function? Not a function. Okay, so when you write a function, yeah, because if it says if it was a function, is that a function? Okay. Alright, remember we don't write down one once. You got 2 negative 1, so erase that one. Okay. You got 2, 2, so you erase that one. That one's 2, that one's negative 2. That's okay. That's negative 2. Okay. Is that negative? Yep. 2, 3, and 4. Go. 2, 3, and 4. Come on.
Thank you.
Like somebody hurt your dog or something.
Would that be one
Oh, well.
It's not functioning at all. You cannot ever have but it's different, but it's first thing you gotta check.
So, okay, so when you set up like that,
So if you were to take these and graph them, you have 2 dots. It's not okay. I'm talking about 2, 3, 4, guys. 2, 3, 4.
I'm tired.
Hey guys, by the way, we're still in Rio House during before and after the pep rally. So come by and have
I'm friends with like,
No, it's really not. Thanks.
Hey, you're recording.
Oh well. It's okay.
I don't know how to do that.
Yep.
I don't know how to do that.
I had to get 4 stitches in it.
I learned it.
oh, y'all upstairs? She's downstairs. Easy. Don't.
No, I'm not gonna go.
I like how you went with
Oh yeah.
One you sit in front, one you sit in the back.
That would you straight.
I sit in the back.
Get the game ready.
We're talking about hot pot. Yeah, I can see.
No, you are.
He's not lucky like me. I think about
If I go to the game, I'm not going to make it. We are going to.
Alright, Jesse put up number 2 for you right here. Check your work. Notice how she didn't repeat the X's. Notice how there's 2 2's, but she only wrote it once. There's 2 -1's, but she only wrote it once. Okay, y'all good?
Can you write slices and just like erase it?
Just erase it, yeah. That's fine.
That's what I do.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as you just erase it. You got them 3? Can you put it up close? Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, Kaylee.
No. Listen, you need to do album. You really? What song you listen to?
it.
That's good. I'm just trying to like figure it out. Yeah.
Good. Alright, Shannon, you got number 4? That would not be 1 to 1, no sir. 1 to 1 means it literally has 1x going to 1 to 1.
Oh, okay. So you wouldn't have one. I thought that was literally 1 and 8.
Oh my God.
You showed up last year too?
Where's
Even the away? Oh, that's when I did.
You got number 4 right here?
Yep.
They don't have to see it, it's okay.
Okay.
Well, then, oh, we gotta go touch one. Okay. Thank you.
That's what I was gonna start.
It's just pretty simple.
Yeah. All right, Miss Kayla put up number 3 for you. So, Kayla, can you explain? Stop it. Kayla, can you explain to us why number 3 is not a function?
Because -8 is like repeating.
How did you know it was repeating?
Has the 2 little arrows.
There you go. Like right here, guys, look. See how the -8 has 2 arrows coming off of it? One goes to the -4 and one goes to the 14. So that is not a function. You got it good? Y'all okay? All right, let's look at the last one, number 4. Number 4. Ethan, put that one up for us. And number 4. Ethan, can you explain to us how that is an onto function? It's just funny how you said that. Explain to us how it's an onto function.
-1 and 1 are both going to 6.
Perfect. Look at the 6 right here. So it's got the -1 and the +1 going to it. Y'all okay? All right, here we go. So look at your learning targets. Flip back. There's another learning target we're going to do today. What's the last? I can what, Kaylee? Evaluate a function. But I went a little too fast. I forgot to do number 5 first. All right, I forgot number 5. Do you remember what, bless you, do you remember what the test was called when you had a graph like this? What, Jasmine? The vertical line test. Here we go, vertical line test. How many points, listen guys, listen. How many points are on that line that I just drew? 1, that's cool, right? How many points are on that line? You cannot have, look at their x values. They're both the same. You cannot have that, so that is not a function. Got it good? There's enough what?
That's easy.
There's enough, oh. All right, last one. Here we go. Evaluate. Here we go. How do I say this?
F of X. Oh, F of 3.
F of -3, right? How do I know which one to plug the -3 into? Into which one? Into f of x, right? Here we go. So you've got f of -3 equals 3 times -3 minus 5. So that's -9 minus 5. That's -14. All right, stop right there. That is your answer. Do not divide by -3, guys. That's not what you're doing. What does this mean? What was your x value? -3. So what is the -14? What value is he? Your y value. Jesse, don't be afraid, girl. You got it. So here we go. When we were to graph this, when x equals -3, then y would equal -14. Because remember, f of x was the same as y. F of -3 is the same as y. Does that make sense? No? All right, look. F of x, right, is the same as y. Does that make sense? Now remember that from before? So right here, this is saying f of -3 instead of f of x. So that means that this is your y value. So when you plug it in, that's your x value, and that's your y value. Good? Okay. Don't just say that. Make sure you're okay. Okay. All right, number 2, here we go. Which one are we going to plug into? Go. Yeah, but into which function? G of x. We're going to plug into G of x. And when I square something, what do you have to use when you square something? Parentheses. Until you learn when you can and cannot use it, just always use them so you don't get it wrong, okay? All right, what's 4 squared? 16. What's 2 minus 4? 2 times 4. 8. And what's G of 4 now? 8. 16 minus 8 is 8. Do not divide by 4. That is your answer. So here we go. When x equals what number? 4. Then y equals 8, right? Make sure you comprehend what that means. Y'all okay? All right, here we go. Last page. Last page is number 3. Page 3. You have
7 minutes.
7 minutes? We got 7 minutes.
35.
And in 7 minutes, you need to get page 3 finished. Got it good? Well, hold on a minute. It says f of a. What the heck does that mean?
Doesn't matter.
You don't know. Are you letting it freak you out because it has a letter?
No.
No, it's the A and we don't know
Can you
what
say
A
yes?
is.
What am I going to plug in, Sawyer?
B.
A. Come on, you got it. You're going to use A and X, right? That's right, Sawyer. So, instead, what was f of x? What is it? 3x minus 5? So, instead of 3x minus 5, what's it going to be?
3A minus 5.
That's it. That's it. Oh my gosh. You don't let it freak you out because it's got a letter. What was g of x? Come on, guys. What was g of x?
X squared minus 2x.
So, instead of x squared, what am I going to do instead of x squared? 5n squared. And I'm going to use parentheses until I learn when and where I have got to use them. So, if I'm saying 5n squared with parentheses, do I square the 5? Do I square the n? Do I square both of them? What do I do? Right? Because it says x squared for g of x.
I see like G and then 5N, but I'm square.
G of x, right here on the other page, was x squared minus 2x. That's why I rewrote it right here. And then we're just plugging them in. Oh, Lord. Is that what you're talking about? Okay, guys, look. If it says 5n squared, am I going to square the 5? This is what I'm seeing. Yes, no, yes, no. Which one? One did it doing this. Yes, Jesse. Because it has parentheses. What's 5 squared, guys? 25. And then n squared minus, turn it down, minus 10n. Are y'all okay? All right, you got 4 more. 4 more. Working with your partner, go. How much time we got, Sawyer? 3 minutes? 4 minutes?
It's 38.
4 minutes. We got 4 minutes. Working with your partner. Do not pack up. Don't you dare pack up. Don't you dare pack up unless you're finished. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do it, you little kid.
Jeez.
Well, I definitely got 4 or 5 because most of you are almost grown. You're grown. You ain't grown yet. You still look human.
Who you on?
Don't you lie to me. Do not even. Do not even. Alright, we're gonna plug in 86 to what else we want to do. Right? That's a good number?
We have to write this down.
Not much.
Oh, no.
this means that when x is negative 6, your y is negative 17. So this
Are we ready?
No, I just wanted to make sure you understood it. That's why I wrote it.
Whenever
When we start graphing and stuff, Kevin, you're going to need to know what it means. Tiger, how we doing on time?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. One more. Tell me one more minute, then we can pack up. All right. Did y'all get negative 72 on the first one? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. She got negative 72 on that one. What about number 6? Still there yet? 36, 37? Negative 37? Do we need to go over that one? No? Negative 37?
Yes, 1 minute.
Go ahead and pack up, guys. Yes, guys, if you did not finish, those 4, they are for homework. Those 4 are for homework.
you send a text.
I will, yes ma'am.